Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And we're off from Levi Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Henry gets it here to start the drive. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Another run for Henry. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
That was the perfect play call for that particular situation. Gave him enough to pick up a first with some room to spare.
Quick, ready?
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Pistol snap to Jackson. He lofts it deep left. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
Lamar out of the pistol. He's got Andrews. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
13.
Jackson now on 3rd. Gets this one to Andrews. Now here it goes, down the right sideline. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for him, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Purdy gets this from the pistol. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a 49er 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Purdy setting up that play action. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. That throw is looking for Brandon Ayuk. So it's second down coming up.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
First down throw by Purdy. Searches from pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Trying again following the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn it.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And the Ravens will go on offense. They're out and set. First and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up second and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5. Lamar now from the gun. Andrews with the catch. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. 8-0 is our score. Back to Levi's Stadium right after this. Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
This is Henry on second. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Running once more with Henry. And he can only get a lone yard. Took a couple of guys to haul him down near the line.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun, Jackson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play. Always a point of emphasis, right? Protecting the quarterbacks, and that play is going to draw the flag every time. So roughing the passer gifts them a 1st and goal. Henry. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Ravens grow their lead to 14-0. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. My partner up here is pumping his fist after that one. That is how you run an option as a quarterback. Good read to hang on to it and do it himself.
Yeah, because I could never do that, not even close. But when the defense overplays and you run that option, you get that good 2-on-1, more times than not, they will commit to the more dangerous guy, the running back. But you leave a lane, this quarterback can do some damage as well.
And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails.
Well, maybe some second-guessing of that play after the miss. I think it was just an instant of the defense guessing the call correctly and right on the spot.
The Ravens kicking team is ready. Now they're going to send this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And have him gain about a handful there. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That's a pickup of 9. And that's a 49er 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down, well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. At third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Here's 2nd and 2. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And a fair catch made here at the 17. So it's the 2-minute warning here from the home of the faithful. It's the Ravens beginning their drive here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Blitz coming, Lamar. He'll get this to Henry. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and then netted some positive yards.
2nd and 1. On the move, headed right. Now here he goes. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down. Throwing again is Lamar. Henry on the catch. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Now here's Lamar. An alert play defensively there. Got a hand on it to tip it away. That makes it 2nd down. That one intended for Mark Andrews. So it'll be 2nd down.
Not an open passing lane to be found anywhere. He took what he thought was the best one available, and they still managed to tip the ball away.
Jackson yet again. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
49ers stacking up the secondary. Look at that. They're in the dime. 3rd down. Lamar throwing again. Completed to his running back. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route, 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Jackson throwing here. Completed over the middle. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Diamondor Lenore there on the stop. Just before halftime, we get a timeout, take it. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This is going to be a tough one, 55 yards away. That's the direction, but not the distance. It falls just short. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The Ravens kicking team is ready, and they're going to send this one away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun is Purdy. Throwing the out route complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. Juke the defender. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly when he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
In a good spot here, second and inches. From the 43. Kittle brings it in. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Ready up.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
19 Lions. Set go.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
18, Pioneer. Go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers cut into the lead coming out of halftime. George Kittle, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. He'll drive it forward, but won't get beyond the line. Brought down by Fred Warner. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Pistol snap to Jackson. Hits him on the out route. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here's Henry running left. Breaks the tackle, still going. He's found some space as he crosses the 45. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Real quick. It's up. It's up. Hey.
Lamar out of the pistol. Completed to Flowers. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Hey, 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Finding Flowers. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game. But boy, Brock, what a shot.
I'll tell you this. You don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win. And there aren't a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that throw and trust their receiver to get it done.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. Really fired that one, but they couldn't connect.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. And this will be his first effort of the contest. And he drives it skyward, hoping to drop this near the goal line. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. Now we're going to have a stoppage after that return. Looks like somebody was shaken up on the play.
Okay, ready?
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Ready?
Here's Purdy to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a 49er first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
So we're through 3 here. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the 4th. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
18, run, 18, run.
Purdy gets this from the pistol. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up second down.
Here we go, set.
To throw again, it's Purdy. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. Second down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
Ball at the 33 for first down. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, Jackson gets this one to Andrews. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On first and 10, it's Henry. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's second and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
On second down, here's Henry again. And they make the stop. We're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, and they go right back to him. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be first down, Baltimore.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
They'll come up first and 10. Changing it up here, Jackson. And he won't connect on that one. Incomplete.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Henry running to the left. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
Oh, we change it.
Looking to throw. That's going to be caught by Mitchell. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to goal.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off a first down.
We've reached the 2-minute warning in Santa Clara. Ravens leading by 7. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal.
Hey! Report!
They'll run here with Henry. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. He couldn't get anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. Once more, here's Henry. And he pushed for it, but they managed to stop him at the 2. 3 yards on the run. It's going to be 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal.
Ready!
Trying to get it with the option here. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They can let the clock run out here, but let's see if they resist the temptation to add on 3 more instead. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
That kick right there, Kate, it was a crucial one that really just caused their odds of winning this game to jump substantially. Now we got a 2-score game. It really leaves no room for error for this opposing offense as they prepare to take the field.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Shut up!
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
Speaks to this guy's talent as just an all-around difference maker, playmaker. We see him line up as a receiver, and we don't even bat an eye, Kate. And we don't really bat an eye when he makes that kind of play either. This guy's just different, built for the moment.
That's incomplete left side.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And that one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. That one intended for Brandon Ayuk. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Looking for his wide receiver there. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Let's go.
Desperation time here on 4th. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. The timeout's taken now as we have 1, possibly 2 snaps remaining in this ball game.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure of the drive's right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted.